Assalamu alaikum, Ya Ali Madad. So, this idea I had, and I used it for my project in Auburn College. I feel that it would be really useful now for the pluralism of His Highness Aga Khan. Hence, we must understand and study. We can see in studying different cultures that there are differences in cultures. How deep is it? Where to put a line between human rights and cultural relativity? That is the differences in our cultures and customs. So I hope I can help His Highness Aga Khan in the pluralism by discussing and talking about the project that I did, which relates to this, the study of cultures, various cultures, the differences in our cultures, in our religion, principles, and in human rights, and the universality of certain rights that we have. What cultures meet, what cultures don't meet the criteria for human rights, and going against human rights, our basic natural rights. What really are human rights? Who gave importance to human rights? Who brought this on? Working on it further. So this project that I wrote was for my understanding and how to value what is the value of law and order. So I had to go deep into the origins of human rights laws that we have made. Now I feel that I realize eradicating treachery, being simple as possible, and so we don't complicate matters, we don't exploit this world and our fellow human beings. Hence, basically coming to harmony, living a sincere life, a life of human welfare, service, gratitude for life, every life. In this way, we can bring harmony into the world where there is so much disharmony, disruption of peace, and taking of lives, making human beings suffer to no end, as we can see in the recent world events, tragedies, atrocities to reaching its zenith, and so rampant. The Quran ayat verse says that we come from one soul. Thanks to His Highness Aga Khan reminding us of this verse. And another verse in the Quran, that hearts tend to go astray. So we should remind our hearts that we are from that one soul. We were once upon a time one soul. And because we have forgotten that we were once upon a time one soul, we do all this mischief and develop an ego and the self-identity, personalities. We think we are different, and we are individuals. So from this identity and being an individual comes all these transgressions that we do unto others and ourselves. This self-transgression has reminded me of a supplication of ours, Dua-e-Yamani. In this, the first thing after accepting that God is the master of the universe and there is no God except Him, it says, and I read, "You and I am your believer. There's no God except you, and I am your believer. I have oppressed myself. I confess my sins." So, this dua, the person in this dua is accepting its transgression upon its own self. So here we realize with this dua supplication that we who transgress against ourselves, we have forgotten that there is someone above us. He is the Supreme Lord. This we have forgotten, and yet we say we are believers in this Supreme Lord. And then we have enemies outside too. So we seek the Lord's protection from those outside enemies who have misled us, who out of jealousy, prejudice, self-identity, arrogance, all this goes on, killing each other, so you see the ego, the self, identity with the ego, the self, falsely committing, believing in false idols, you see, of the self. So how do we realize that we are one souls? That we were one souls. We've come in different bodies, faces, colors, races, creeds, religions. All you need to do is close your eyes, shut your mind off, and see there is pure awareness. Nothing but pure awareness. This is where it's peaceful, you're put in order, you're aligned to the cosmic order. You can try this and remain in this and see that you don't get off balance or become imbalanced. Thanks to the live sanghas of Mujiji, I realized how important, this is the most important thing, which I found but didn't take it too seriously. However, if you read Dr. Deepak Chopra's book, What Came After This Dawning, that this is awareness. And it's without thought that I am here, I am here. And so this is a silent awareness. So I came to this awareness. Then I realized I had read a book on written by Dr. Deepak Chopra, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. In it, he's mentioned pure potentiality, effortless living. I had his 7 laws written down on paper, and to every day. On Sunday, I will do this. Monday, I will do this. Every day of the week. So this is how I remember what was written. Most of it I've forgotten. But the point is this. When I came to pure awareness, I realized pure potentiality. That word just came in my mind, which Dr. Deepak Chopra mentions and writes a lot about. Sometimes really we don't have to define everything, put descriptions. This I realized when they were asking me what is my relationship with Miss Asteria Desa. After the separation, once you don't describe it, let it flower, let it grow. Don't define these relationships. They are undefinable. I guess I reached this point where I thought, defining now, where is it going? What will it get me? What is this thing that Zahra has for Miss Asteria Desa? Was really not doing justice to this relationship. Sometimes defining does not do justice to an ongoing relationship that is immense, that comes from the immense, the undefinable, the undescribable. If we say love is, then how can we define such a relationship? And we have defined love, I guess. We have said love is God. And we have misunderstood love by living on our pleasures, pleasure seeking. Physical attractions and all that. I had affection for Miss Desa. You can call it a different kind of physical attraction. And so I remember a time in Karachi American School when I had joined, I just wanted to be with myself, get in touch with myself. And that was the most silent. It was in silence. I was not defining myself. It was just that I'm here with myself. aloneness, solitary, solitude. This kind of aloneness, solitude, sorry, it's not loneliness, because I think something inside just wants to be in touch with something that just is, without learning, speaking, doing. So in third grade, I would go in the bathroom and I would be in my washroom. I'm with myself. And I really felt good about it. This was one moment in school that I was alone with myself. It was really great. Maybe this was being in touch with that pure awareness